Today, I want to talk to the people who have been fighting silent battles, the ones who smile in public but collapse in private, the ones who feel like life took them into a storm and never came back for them, the ones who don't just want motivation, you want revival, a revival of your strength, your hope, your faith, your identity, your soul. This message is for you. Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders fall. Let your mind unclench. You're safe here. Today we begin the journey of soul revival, overcoming life's darkest moments. This is not just a speech. This is a restoration, a rebuilding, a reminder that even the darkest tunnels have openings, a reminder that even the coldest nights have mornings, a reminder that you listening right now, are not at the end of your story. Let's walk. When life breaks you open, there are moments when life breaks you in a way you didn't see coming. Moments that hit so hard you feel like your soul cracked in half. A betrayal, a heartbreak, a death, a loss, a failure, a collapse. A moment where everything changed, and nothing ever felt the same again. You stopped laughing the same. You stopped trusting the same. You stopped believing the same. You stopped waking up with the same energy. You stopped seeing the world with the same eyes. You became a quieter version of yourself, a dimmer version of who you once were. But listen carefully. Broken doesn't mean finished. Broken means open, and open means ready for transformation. Your soul didn't die in those dark moments. It cracked open so the light could get in. The silence nobody hears. People don't always know what you go through. Sometimes the loudest pain is the pain you keep to yourself. Maybe you've cried in the shower so nobody could hear you. Maybe you've driven somewhere just to scream in the car. Maybe you've laid in bed staring at the ceiling, praying for relief. Maybe you've smiled for family while feeling empty inside. You're not dramatic. You're not weak. You're not too emotional. You're human. And humans carry more than their hearts were designed for sometimes. Humans break under pressure that they never speak about. Humans bleed in silence. And yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still listening, still healing. Your survival alone is proof of your strength. You don't need anyone to validate your pain. You lived it. You felt it. And now you're learning how to rise from it. What darkness really is. Darkness isn't always evil. Sometimes darkness is where you discover things light never showed you. In darkness, you discover your resilience. In darkness, you discover your inner voice. In darkness, you discover who truly stands with you and who disappears. In darkness, you discover the truth of what matters, the truth of who matters, the truth of what you deserve. There are lessons inside darkness that comfort could never teach. Darkness teaches you to pray. Darkness teaches you to think deeper. Darkness teaches you to slow down. Darkness teaches you to see yourself. Darkness teaches you to stop tolerating things that drained you. Darkness teaches you to stop begging for love that wasn't real. Darkness teaches you to rebuild your boundaries. Darkness teaches you to value peace more than attention. And when darkness finished its lesson, light returned. Every storm eventually runs out of rain. Every winter eventually finds spring. Every dark moment eventually breaks. You're not stuck. You're transforming. The awakening of self-worth. There comes a day, a quiet, soft day, when you realize you deserve better. Not because someone told you, not because you read it online, but because your soul whispered, "I can't live like this anymore." That whisper is the beginning of revival. That whisper is your awakening. That whisper is your turning point. You start reevaluating the people in your life. You start listening to the voice inside you. You start noticing what drains you. You start letting go of what hurts you. You stop trying to prove yourself. You stop begging people to stay. You stop apologizing for being human. You start reclaiming you. And you realize, the person you were before the pain, they are not coming back. But the person you are becoming, they are stronger, wiser, more aware, more intentional, more loving, more powerful. Pain didn't destroy you. It introduced you to yourself. When you feel lost, sometimes before you find yourself, you lose yourself. You lose your direction. You lose your confidence. You lose your purpose. You lose your passion. You lose your spark. You feel disconnected from life. You feel like you're just existing, like you're floating, like you're trying to make it through the day without falling apart. But this confusion isn't failure, it's redirection. When the soul is exhausted, when the heart is overwhelmed, when the mind is foggy, that's a sign you've outgrown the version of yourself you've been playing. You're not lost. You're shedding. You're evolving. You're making space for something new. Just like a snake sheds its skin, just like a tree sheds its leaves, you are shedding everything that no longer belongs to your next chapter. Lost isn't the end. Lost is the path to becoming. The moment you choose to rise, there comes a moment, maybe today, maybe right now, where your soul says, it's time to rise, time to heal, time to stop punishing yourself, time to stop replaying painful memories, time to stop holding on to what broke you, time to stop shrinking, time to stop surviving and start living. Rising doesn't happen all at once. It starts with tiny steps, getting out of bed when you don't feel like it, drinking water instead of giving up, taking a deep breath instead of screaming, choosing peace over chaos, cutting off the people who drain you, speaking kinder to yourself, trying again when you failed yesterday. Those small choices, those tiny shifts, that is revival. Revival begins with the decision, I deserve to experience light again. And the moment you say that, your soul begins to breathe again. Everything you went through had purpose. I know it hurt. I know some nights felt unbearable. I know you questioned why life put you through certain things. But hear this, nothing was wasted. Not one painful chapter. Not one broken moment. Not one loss. Not one tear. Everything shaped you. Everything matured you. Everything positioned you. Everything strengthened you. Your pain wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Preparation for the person you're becoming. Preparation for the blessings ahead. Preparation for the life you're building now. The universe didn't give up on you. Life didn't forget you. God didn't abandon you. You were being rebuilt. And sometimes rebuilding hurts. But the outcome is beauty from ashes. What revival feels like? Revival is slow, soft, steady. It's not fireworks or explosions. It's not dramatic transformations. It's moments. Tiny moments where you feel yourself returning. When you laugh for the first time in a long time. When you sleep peacefully after weeks of restlessness. When you feel a spark of joy again. When you look in the mirror and see strength instead of damage. When someone compliments you and you actually believe it. When you choose peace instead of chaos. When you forgive people who never apologized. When you stop needing closure to move forward. When you notice your heart beating easier. When you realize you're not hurting the same way anymore. Revival sneaks up on you. You don't always notice it happening. But one day you wake up. And you realize you survived what you thought would destroy you. That feeling, that quiet, powerful feeling, that is soul revival. You aren't who you used to be. You've grown. You've changed. You've evolved. You're not the naive version of yourself. You're not the weak version of yourself. You're not the insecure version of yourself. You're wiser now. You're stronger now. You're more grounded now. You're more aware now. You don't let people play with your energy anymore. You don't let situations drain you the way they used to. You don't break the way you used to. Growth doesn't always feel good, but it's necessary. You weren't meant to stay who you were. You were meant to rise into who you're becoming. And the person you're becoming? They are powerful. They are unshakable. They are aligned. Your past version walked you here. Your healed version will carry you forward. You're still here for a reason. If you're listening to this, it means your story isn't done. It means you still have purpose. It means life still has meaning for you. It means there are blessings with your name on them. It means there are doors you haven't walked through yet. It means there's love you haven't experienced yet. It means there are moments waiting to take your breath away. You weren't meant to die in your darkness. You were meant to rise from it. You survived the worst days of your life. You survived the heartbreak. You survived the loss. You survived the depression. You survived the anxiety. You survived the confusion. You survived the betrayal. You survived the moments that were designed to break you. And now you're rising slowly, gracefully, powerfully. Your survival is the proof of your purpose, the rebirth of your soul. This is where revival becomes. Rebirth is not going back to who you were. Rebirth is becoming everything you were meant to be. Rebirth is the moment you say, I choose me, I choose peace, I choose healing, I choose boundaries, I choose joy, I choose my future over my past, I choose to live. Your soul is not dead. Your soul is rebuilding. Your soul is finally breathing. Your soul is remembering its power. You are not a victim anymore. You are a creator, a builder, a fighter, a survivor, a warrior. Your rebirth begins the moment you allow yourself to believe I am worth healing. And you are the light that comes after the darkness. You've seen darkness. Now you get to see light. Not temporary light. Not momentary light. Not borrowed light, your light. The light that was always inside you. The light that life tried to dim. The light that pain tried to bury. The light that heartbreak tried to steal. The light that fear tried to silence. But it's still there, and now it's shining through the cracks. You're glowing again. Maybe soft, maybe just a little. But glowing is glowing. Your light doesn't need to be bright to be real. It just needs to exist. And it does right here, right now. You survived your darkness. You reclaimed your soul. You revived your spirit. And now you rise. Affirmations for soul revival. Repeat these softly. Let them settle into your spirit. I am healing. I am evolving. I am rising. I deserve peace. I deserve joy. I deserve love. I deserve rest. I release what hurt me. I forgive myself for what I didn't know. I am not my past. I am not my mistakes. I am not my pain. I am becoming stronger every single day. My soul is reviving. My heart is opening. My future is bright. I am worthy of a beautiful life. Take a deep breath. Feel that. That's your revival. You are not done. As we close this message, I want you to remember one thing: you are not finished. You are just beginning. Your story didn't end in the darkness. Your story begins in the light. New season is opening for you. A season of healing. A season of clarity. A season of strength. A season of alignment. A season of peace. A season of becoming. You are rising. You are transforming. You are reviving in your soul. It's coming back to life, one breath at a time. One step at a time, one day at a time. You survived the darkness. Now it's time to walk in the light. Welcome to your soul revival. Your next chapter is waiting, and you are ready for it.